Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cheney and I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 kids, ages 12, 5, and 1, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2022 goals for our family culture and our homeschool. Now, if you're confused what I mean by that, in general in homeschooling, the more you do it, the longer you do it, the more it just becomes kind of a thing that your family does. And there are things that you can do if you're not a homeschooler. All of these things are things you can add into your life, into your family's general culture that are beneficial. So for me, in 2021, I added in read alouds, as in like reading a long story over the course of a month together. And it was very rewarding, and it's something that I really truly uh, want to keep in my family. And so, because of that, I've actually added just family culture as a category that I establish multiple goals under when I'm setting my goals for the year coming up. So the first thing that I have written down is continue read alouds. Keep read alouds as part of our general family consciousness. I cannot recommend highly enough, if you learn nothing from me, take away to read to your children every day. It is the most rewarding experience, I think, for everybody involved, and it's something that I don't think I'll give up regardless of what comes my way. The second thing I have written down is play more games. Now, if you are a follower of Jessica from the Waldock Way, you know that she has the a game a day, a book a day challenge going on right now. Um, I am not doing that personally because I am one of my big deals for this month is I needed to relax. I needed to not um, over plan or be overly zealous in the things that we're doing, and for me to go out and find and buy 30 games would just be too much. I'd rather just be like, I am going to be intentional about including games often. Like that works with my brain better than like I have to sit down and I have to plan a book that goes with a game, and I find all these different educational games, and I have educational games. I just like, for me, like the thought of planning that on top of all of the other things that I have going on, like I'm taking a break, and that was just too much for me. I might do that challenge maybe in March, like way past when it's supposed to be done, but I'm opting out this year, and that's a really mental health saving thing for me to do. But my husband's family, my in-laws, are very game centered. They're a very game centered family, and it is so inspiring to see. Like, genuinely, anytime I am over there and they're all together, they're pulling out the Yahtzee or the cards, or you know, my grandmother-in-law is always playing games with my children, and it I really think it might just be like the secret to just a really strong family culture, and it's something that I really want to establish. Um, I want their memories to be playing games together, and I want them to learn through having fun. So, more games. Now, how am I going to do that practically? Well, so far what I've done is I've written in a game night. We'll see if that works, but I have, just in general, in our day-to-day homeschooling, I have made it a point to make our lessons in game form. I do have The Good and the Beautiful's Discontinued Math, which comes with a plethora of games, and so like I said in that video, the way that I use their math is um, I don't like sit and check off each box all in one sitting. I feel like that's too much, but uh, if he wants to play a game, we'll just pull out the math box, and I have a box full of math games, and it comes with the game boards and the game pieces. So um, those I will pull out and I'll play with my son, and I'm sure eventually I'll play with my daughter. Um, my husband plays a lot of video games, and he will often include my sons with him, particularly my older son. Um, so that's also, I think, a part of it. But I kind of want to focus more on board games than video games. But in general, play more games together. I think that it is a um, very bonding activity. The next thing that I have written down is study the fruits of the Spirit. So this is something that I have already started. I do want to study as a group, myself, uh, and my children, the fruits of the Spirit, starting with love this month, which I go straight from Christmas to Valentine's Day. It's my other favorite holiday. So I feel like studying love for a month leading up to Valentine's Day is topical and on point, and then from there we'll move into the next one. And so we'll do one a month for 9 months, and then we will have made it all the way through the fruits of the Spirit. And I feel like it's not something often to focused on for some reason, but it is something that I would like to focus on this year. Just cultivating those qualities in a person is important to me, and I personally would like to study it as well, but it seems like it'd be nice to just sort of have it as a group topic. Excuse me. The next thing that I have written down is establish strong cleaning routines. Now, this is something I've kind of already started as well. I printed up, I called them contributions. I picked that up from Abby at Rooted and Rest. But I printed out daily contribution lists and laminated them and put them on the fridge. And I also printed out schedules, laminated them, and put them on the fridge. And so my kids can look at them. Excuse me again. And my kids can look at them and know what they're supposed to be doing. They can check them off as they go along. We're having a rocky start. Like I said in my 2021 reflections video, there was not a lot of discipline or daily routine. In our 2021 year, there was a lot of relax, there was a lot of free movement, but really getting discipline, really establishing routine, really establishing like, okay, we pick up at this time and this time and this time, and today your contribution is to empty the trash cans or mop the floor or sweep. For Christmas, my younger children got toddler and little boy sized dusters and brooms and mops so that they can contribute in those ways as well. And it's not just my 12-year-old and myself scurrying around trying to clean up after everybody. So in a very like a Montessori approach, I really want my younger ones to be included and contributing in the household chores, because I think that is a very important part of learning how to be an adult, is how to govern a household. It's a very important quality for them to learn, and so I really want to put a really sharp focus on that this year. And we've already started. Like I said, it's a rocky start, but having the ability to see it and know what you're supposed to be doing has been a very receptive thing for my 5-year-old. There were some things he thanked me for making his contributions, and some things that he did not appreciate. So I guess I'll make a video in a month or so and update you guys on how that's going. Or if you want to know what they look like, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to share them with you. And the last thing that I have on here is more nature. So that is something that was new to our homeschool in 2021, was that nature became a more of a focus for us. It never really was before. I'm not a very I've never really been like a naturey person or a go on a hike person, but I visited someone who really truly inspired me to utilize like the nature hikes and or trails and things that are near me as best as I can. And I don't know, I just felt very inspired to add outdoors, go do things in a very like daily, or at least, you know, if weather permits, on a daily basis, to go for a walk, go visit a park, you know. I don't know, and every day that we have done it has been very rewarding. There's some of my favorite memories from 2021 are, you know, walking through the woods with my children. So that's another thing that I really want to add. I've never really done a nature study, but I did buy pocket microscopes, so I feel that being outside and going through the parks, and now they have a microscope, they can investigate all the things. it's something that I'm really excited for. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot one. So that wasn't the last thing on my page. Now for real, the last thing that was on my page is I really want to implement more poetry into my homeschool. Now, I have, like, I can't do poetry tea time because we don't drink tea, and if you saw my 2021, or my 2020 goals for myself video, you will know that I also have it as a goal for myself to quit caffeine altogether, so that makes tea time and what I was doing is like a rhyme time a little more difficult. I do have a lot of hot chocolate. I guess I could continue with hot chocolate, but my kids don't really like hot chocolate either. They will make it and they'll sip it and be like, "Yeah, we have hot chocolate," but it's mostly they just eat the marshmallows and then I have all this hot chocolate that I don't know what to do with. So I'm not sure if like the drink is really how I consider it, but I do want poetry to become part of our general family culture and um, to be more included. I love the idea of a poetry tea time, and I tried doing a rhyme time a couple of times, but it just seems like too much for my 5-year-old, and my 12-year-old depends on his mood. So I have to figure out a way to make it fit more for our family and for our family culture, but I do want poetry to be more um, regular, along with playing games together and reading books aloud together. I want poetry and poetry appreciation to be more intertwined with our daily routine and our general, maybe not our daily routine, but our general routine and our general family culture in the way that read alouds have become part of our general family culture. So those are my goals for our family culture in 2022 and my homeschool. If you guys have any of the similar, these, what's the word I'm looking for? These sort of things within your family. If you have any tips, especially if you're someone who does poetry tea time without tea in your time, or coffee or hot chocolate or anything like that, please give me advice down below because it has been a struggle for me to figure out how to do it without doing that, right? Because I don't have any tea sets. Tea in Georgia is black and full of sugar and not associated with poems. I guess it could be if it was like country music. I don't know. Maybe I just tapped into something, but yeah, give me your advice for poetry tea time down below if you have any. As far as playing games, if you are a family that plays a lot of games together, let me know that too. Do you schedule in time, or is it just like we feel like playing a game, so we pull it all out? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any advice. But those are my general goals for the year of 2021, or I'm sorry, 2022. I will be sure to check in with you guys and let you know how everything's going a little bit later on, and I will see you for my goals for my children video, which is coming up next. So I'll see you then. Bye.